Divine timing brought you here. Now stay connected. Archangel Michael doesn't speak by chance. And if you felt this message deep in your soul, it's because you were meant to receive it. Dove. If you're ready for more divine revelations, soul-healing truths, and messages that activate your next spiritual level, subscribe now. You are not alone on this journey. You are not crazy for what you feel. You are guided, protected, and deeply seen. Hit that subscribe button and step into alignment with the truth your spirit has always known. This is not just content, it's confirmation. Bell turn on notifications to never miss a divine transmission. Your angels are speaking. Your soul is listening. You didn't find this by accident. You were called here. Now answer the call. There is no such thing as coincidence in the spiritual realm. If you're hearing this message, it means your soul has been divinely guided here for a reason. Archangel Michael is calling you now. Not tomorrow, not next week, but this very moment. Because the veil is thinning and your time of revelation is near. There has been something heavy sitting in your spirit. Something you've sensed but could never fully prove. A silence in the background of your life that has felt like betrayal, like deception wearing the mask of loyalty. That feeling isn't paranoia. It's your intuition. And Archangel Michael wants you to know you were right all along. On June 26, at exactly 3:33 p.m., the universe will move in perfect alignment. A divine portal will open and the truth that has been hidden in the shadows will step into the light. The person who wronged you, the one who whispered behind closed doors, the one who thought their actions would never reach the ears of heaven, they will finally be unable to carry the weight of their own deception. The confession is coming not just for your peace but because divine justice demands it. The spiritual balance must be restored. Archangel Michael, the warrior of truth and protector of the innocent, has been standing beside you in silence, shielding you from what you didn't yet need to know. But now the time has come. The cosmic timing is precise and the vibration of June 26 combined with the master number 333 is no accident. 3 is the number of the Trinity mind, body, and spirit in perfect harmony. When repeated 3 times, it becomes a divine alarm clock, a coded message from the angelic realm saying, "Wake up. It's time." This isn't just a random date or time. This moment, 3:33 p.m. on June 26, has been written into your soul contract long before you were born. This is the day when you stop carrying burdens that were never yours to begin with. The lies that have circled your name like vultures will fall from the sky. The chains that have kept you emotionally bound to false connections will break. And the truth will set you free. Not just emotionally, but spiritually, financially, and energetically. Because what has been withheld from you isn't just honesty. It's alignment. And once the truth is spoken, the doors that have remained locked for far too long will swing open with divine force. Archangel Michael wants you to prepare not with fear but with power. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a child of the Most High. You are not here to suffer in confusion but to rise in clarity. This message is not a prediction. It is a divine confirmation. You already felt the shift coming. You've been dreaming differently. Seeing repeating numbers, feeling chills with no explanation. That's not your imagination. It's the angelic realm whispering, "Brace yourself. Something sacred is approaching." The person who will confess may not come to you in the way you expect. It might be a message, a call, a sudden emotional outburst. It may not even be direct. It could be overheard, accidentally revealed, or spiritually shown to you in a vision, dream, or download. But what matters is not how it comes, but that it comes. And it will. Because no lie can last in the presence of divine light. And that light is now being poured into your life. Your ancestors are watching. Your angels are aligning. The battle you didn't even know you were in is already won and the victory is yours. But before the celebration comes the reveal. And Archangel Michael says you must stand in your truth rooted and unshakable. When the confession comes, don't lower your vibration to meet it. Don't seek revenge. Don't demand more than what the universe already has planned for them. Instead, stand tall in grace. Listen without ego. Hear without hatred. Because this moment is not about them. It's about you. It's about releasing what's been holding your soul hostage and stepping into a new timeline of abundance, peace, and divine protection. You have been asking for clarity, begging the heavens for answers, wondering when your heart would stop feeling so heavy. This is your sign. This is your moment. This is your liberation. What once was concealed is about to be revealed. And the person who played with your trust will no longer be able to deny the truth that burns in their chest. They will speak not because they want to but because they must. Their soul cannot hold back any longer because the spiritual pressure is too strong. What was done in the dark will be exposed in the light of divine justice. Let them confess. Let them tremble. You on the other hand will rise not with bitterness but with blessings. You will walk into June 26th like royalty, knowing the angels walk beside you. You will no longer question what happened behind your back because you'll finally know. And that knowing will set everything in motion. Doors that were stuck will open. Energy that was blocked will flow. Money, love, opportunity, everything that was delayed due to energetic interference will begin to pour in. And even now, as heaven begins opening those doors, it is also placing a clear path before you so you can walk into every blessing with faith, peace, and wisdom. My child, I see the struggle you have been facing, the stress about finances, the silent worries that stay in your heart, and the moments where you feel uncertain about what comes next. You have been asking for peace, and that answer is already on its way. You are not meant to stay stuck in fear, you are meant to walk forward with purpose, with faith, and with clear steps every day. That is why a simple system has been placed in front of you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system, a path where each day brings you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move ahead. No pressure, no confusion, just steady progress toward peace and stability. If something inside you feels ready, if you are ready to change your situation, take that first step today. This could be the moment your life begins to change. You will find the link in the description, and in the pinned comments below. Because this is only the beginning of what heaven has already set in motion for your life. This is not a coincidence. This is divine orchestration. The numbers 7 to 11 hold spiritual meaning. 7 is completion and 11 is divine alignment. Combined with 3:33 p.m. A time of spiritual awakening. This moment becomes sacred, a spiritual crossroads where your past no longer defines you and your future finally embraces you. You are not powerless. You are protected. You are chosen. Archangel Michael has one final instruction. Prepare your heart, purify your mind, and open your spirit. Do not seek vengeance, seek understanding. Do not wait with fear. Wait with confidence. Because this confession is not meant to break you. It's meant to free you. Your intuition has never lied. The spiritual warfare you've been enduring wasn't in vain. The storm didn't destroy you because you were never meant to drown. You were meant to rise. So mark this date. Set your intention. Light your candle. Pray your prayer. And when 3:33 p.m. on June 26th arrives, receive what is already yours. The truth, the peace, and the justice your soul has waited for. And when the clock strikes 3:33 p.m., do not resist the emotions that rise within you. Let the tears come if they must. Let the breath catch in your throat. That's not weakness, it's release. It's the sacred undoing of all the pain you've had to silently carry. This isn't just a confession you'll hear from someone else. This is also a confession you will finally make to yourself. You'll realize how much you tolerated, how deeply you loved, how long you waited for the truth to honor your spirit. And in that moment, as Archangel Michael wraps his wings around your weary heart, you will no longer feel like a victim. You will feel victorious. The energy on that day will be unlike anything you felt before. Time may feel slower. You may sense chills, tingles, or waves of emotion passing through you without warning. That's the vibration of spiritual alignment settling into your nervous system. It's your body catching up to what your soul has known for lifetimes. You were never alone and you were never forsaken. Every silent prayer, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt has been heard, held, and answered. Not always in the timing you expected, but always in the timing you needed. This is sacred timing. This is divine choreography. Nothing is out of place. Even if it once felt like your whole life was in pieces, the brokenness you experienced wasn't a punishment. It was preparation. You had to be cracked open so the light could pour in. And now with the coming of this divine confession, the pieces will come back together. Not the way they were, but the way they were always meant to be. Some of you may feel called to release during this time. Release relationships, beliefs, old wounds, or even your attachment to needing an apology. That's powerful. That's divine because when you no longer require validation from someone else's truth, you become fully rooted in your own. Archangel Michael is not bringing this confession to you so you can seek closure from others. He's bringing it so you can finally close the chapter yourself with strength, sovereignty, and spiritual fire. And what happens after the confession? Elevation. Your vibration will rise. Your intuition will sharpen. You will begin to attract everything that is a true match for your healed energy. Love will come, but not the kind that wounds or withholds. The kind that sees you, honors you, and feels like peace. Opportunities will come, but not ones that drain you. Ones that fill your soul and align with your purpose. Money will flow, but not with resistance, with grace and divine reciprocity because you're no longer energetically tied to the people and stories that kept you in lack. You will be different. You will be reborn. And you will look back on this moment, not with pain, but with reverence, knowing that this was the divine pivot, the sacred turning point. June 26th at 3:33 p.m. is not just a date. It's a spiritual appointment written in the records of your destiny. The energy of heaven will meet you in the stillness, and Archangel Michael will stand as witness to your transformation. Do not fear what is coming. Celebrate it. Bless it. Invite it. Because the truth does not come to destroy. It comes to heal. It may shake the foundation. Yes. But what crumbles now was never meant to last. What remains is what's real, and what rises next will be more beautiful, more abundant, and more aligned than anything you've known before. You are ready for this. Even if part of you still feels unsure, your higher self has already accepted this mission. And Archangel Michael stands with his sword of truth, not to harm, but to cut away everything that no longer serves your highest path. Trust that. Trust him. And most importantly, trust yourself. In the days leading up to this moment, take sacred care of your energy. Cleanse your space. Journal your intentions. Fast if your spirit calls you to. Meditate in silence and ask Archangel Michael to prepare your heart. He is listening. He is with you. And when the confession arrives, whether it comes through a whisper, a word, or even a divine sign, you'll know it was never just about the person who wronged you. It was about freeing you from the illusion that you needed anything outside of yourself to be whole. You are whole now. You are protected now. And you are seen not just by heaven, but by every force of love that surrounds you. Breathe it in. Feel the shift. June 26th is not just the beginning of a new chapter. It's the rebirth of a divine warrior who never gave up, even when they had every reason to. And that warrior is you. As the final hours approach, your soul will begin to sense the shift more vividly. You may feel waves of emotion without clear cause. One moment you'll feel a deep peace, the next a sudden ache in your chest. Don't question it. These are not random feelings. They are energetic releases. Your body is clearing space for divine truth to land. The past is making its final exit from your energy field. And the confession that approaches is not just coming from someone outside you. It's a mirror of your soul's readiness to move forward without the weight of betrayal. You must know you are not being prepared to simply hear the truth. You are being prepared to receive the healing that truth will bring. For too long, you've carried silent wounds, scars that came from words never spoken, apologies never given, and masks that were worn by people who swore they loved you. But on June 26th at 3:33 p.m., the mask will fall. Whether spoken through trembling lips or revealed by divine orchestration, what has been buried will rise. The confession may not come with tears. It may not come with remorse, but it will come with the unmistakable force of spiritual accountability. And that beloved soul is all you need. When it happens, take a breath. Don't let your spirit rush to judgment or your ego take the lead. You are not here to punish. You are here to witness the unraveling of karma, the release of old contracts, the end of energetic entanglements that were keeping your soul tethered to cycles you've already outgrown. You don't owe anyone your anger. You don't owe them your silence either. You owe yourself peace. And that peace comes from understanding that this moment was not meant to break you. It was meant to crown you. Archangel Michael wants you to remember this above all. The truth is sacred even when it hurts. It is the key that unlocks the cage of confusion, the flame that burns through illusion. And when that truth finally stands before you, raw, undeniable, and vulnerable, do not look away. Stand in your power. Let your eyes meet the moment because this is what your soul came here for. This is your timeline correction. The path that was distorted through deception is about to realign and your life will never be the same again. In the days that follow the confession, don't be surprised if things begin to shift rapidly. Relationships may end. New ones may begin. Opportunities may appear out of nowhere. Delays may suddenly disappear. That's because the spiritual dam is breaking. What was held back due to hidden energy is now being released. You will see clearly. Feel deeply. Move freely. The confusion that clouded your judgment will be gone. And in its place will be clarity, direction, and strength. You are not just stepping into healing. You are stepping into divine authority. You will begin to speak with more certainty. Decide with more confidence. Love with more discernment. Because once you've tasted the truth, you will never again settle for the lie. Archangel Michael reminds you, you are a divine being having a temporary human experience. You were never meant to live in fear, doubt, or manipulation. You were meant to walk in truth, power, and purpose. This confession is simply the bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. And when you cross it, everything changes. Do not be surprised if you feel an urge to cry, to purge, to speak out loud what your heart has been holding back. That's not weakness. That's the sound of chains breaking. That's the sound of your spirit reclaiming its sovereignty. June 26th is not the end of something painful. It's the beginning of something sacred. And Archangel Michael is not just standing beside you. He is leading the way. You may feel his presence as a warm sensation on your shoulders, a soft whisper in your ear, a glowing light in your vision, or a sudden knowing in your heart. He is there. He has always been there. And now he is clearing the path before you. The energy around you will become lighter. The noise in your mind will become quieter. And your dreams will become more vivid. Why? Because you are entering alignment. You are remembering who you are. The world may not understand your peace after the confession. People may expect you to react, to fall apart, to retaliate. But you won't, because true power is calm. True healing is quiet. And true warriors walk away from chaos and step into destiny. That is what you are doing now. So on that day, as the clock approaches 3:33 p.m., create sacred space, light a candle, speak a prayer, call on Archangel Michael with intention, reveal to me the truth, clear what is false, protect my spirit. And align me with only what serves my highest good. Say it with conviction and then let the universe move. You have nothing to fear. You have already survived the worst parts. What comes now is clarity. What follows is freedom. And beyond that, a life that finally makes sense. A path that reflects your worth, your wisdom, and your soul's true power. The confession is coming. But the transformation that begins with you, and you are more ready than you think. And when the moment arrives, when the truth unfolds before your very eyes, whether through words, energy, or undeniable signs, you will not tremble. You will not collapse, because by then your spirit will already be standing tall in quiet knowing. Archangel Michael wants you to remember the real shift does not happen when someone finally admits what they did. It happens when you no longer need their apology to feel whole. That is when your true power awakens. The spiritual realm has already declared it. You are stepping out of the story of pain and into your season of divine recompense. For every time you were overlooked, heaven took note. For every moment you were betrayed, the angels wrote it in the book of justice. And now that book is being opened, not to bring harm to anyone, but to bring balance to you. What is unfolding in this sacred hour is not punishment. It's purification, not vengeance, but victory. The karmic wheel is turning and you are rising. Your higher self has already begun aligning with this new vibration. That's why you've been feeling things more intensely. That's why you've been waking up at odd hours, hearing songs that feel like messages, and seeing numbers like 111, 333, 777. Those are not accidents. Those are divine codes, activations, gentle nudges from the angelic realm saying, "We are with you. We are near. Keep going. You are on holy ground." And that holy ground is not somewhere far away. It's beneath your very feet. Every step you take now carries the weight of divine purpose. You are not walking blind. You are walking guided. The old version of you, the one who doubted their worth, who questioned their intuition, who accepted less than they deserved, that version is fading. Dissolving, and in their place a new soul is emerging, sovereign, radiant, rooted in truth. So when the confession arrives, however it presents itself, whether spoken directly, overheard, revealed through divine timing or shown in a dream, receive it as sacred. You do not have to respond right away. You do not owe them your reaction. You owe yourself your peace. Let the truth land. Let it breathe. Let it settle into your bones like a long-awaited homecoming. Because that's what this is, a spiritual return, a reclamation of all that was once taken, distorted, or denied. And then when the dust settles, you will begin to see your life differently. What once felt confusing will become clear. The doors that slammed in your face will now lead to better opportunities. The people who exited your life will be replaced by those who see your light. What once felt like a delay will reveal itself as divine protection. The puzzle pieces will fit. The storm will make sense. And your heart will finally be able to rest. Archangel Michael is already clearing the way. You may feel drawn to clean your space, to remove old objects, to burn sage or light incense. Follow those urges. They are signs your spirit is preparing for new energy. You may also feel the need to cry without reason, laugh without cause, or sit in stillness longer than usual. That's your soul aligning. That's your heart remembering who you truly are beyond the hurt. You are not broken. You are becoming. And what you're becoming is so much more than what you've lost. You are not defined by the betrayals you've experienced. You are defined by the way you kept loving, kept believing, and kept walking in grace even when you had every reason not to. That is your divine legacy. That is your light. Archangel Michael says, this confession is not the climax of your story. It's the initiation into your next chapter. A chapter of clarity, of wealth, of divine connections, of unshakable purpose. And even now, heaven is placing a clear path before you so you can walk into that season with faith, peace, and daily direction. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying. The quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace, and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path has been placed before you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated. Just small faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, begin today. Do not delay this moment. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment below. Because heaven is still unfolding everything it has prepared for you. Where you no longer chase love, you attract it. Where you no longer prove your worth, you embody it. Where you no longer shrink to fit, you expand to fill every room you enter. So take this moment seriously. Treat it with reverence because it is not just a day on the calendar. It is a cosmic event, a spiritual milestone. June 26th at 3:33 p.m. is your divine appointment with truth, healing, and freedom. And once it passes, you will never be the same. You will walk lighter. You will speak softer but stand stronger. You will choose differently. You will trust your intuition more deeply. And you will look back at this time not with bitterness, but with gratitude for the lessons, the growth, and the revelation that catapulted you into divine alignment. You are not waiting for closure. You are claiming completion. You are not chasing answers. You are receiving revelation. And you are not surviving anymore. You are thriving, ascending, and stepping boldly into the divine timeline that was written for you since the beginning of time. So when the energy rises, when the truth is spoken, when the light breaks through the cracks, stand still and remember you were made for this. You were chosen for this. You were destined for this. And all of heaven is watching you rise. After the moment passes, after 3:33 p.m. on June 26th imprints itself on your soul, you will feel the energetic shift reverberate through every part of your being. It may not be dramatic. It may come like a whisper, but its effect will be profound. You'll begin to notice what you no longer tolerate. The weight of old attachments will suddenly feel foreign. Conversations that once kept you looped in cycles of confusion will fall silent. The craving for clarity will disappear because you will have become the clarity itself. This is spiritual sovereignty. This is divine embodiment. Archangel Michael is not only clearing your path, he's initiating you into a version of yourself that no longer asks for truth, but commands it by the frequency you now carry. The energy of betrayal, deceit, avoidance. It won't be able to touch you anymore. Not because it doesn't exist, but because it won't recognize your vibration. You will have outgrown it completely. Let this be your moment of sacred remembrance. You were never here to beg for love, to question your worth, or to walk in shadows. You were sent to be a light, a mirror of divine truth, a vessel for healing and justice. And now, through the pain you've endured, through the fire you've walked, through the silence you've survived, that light has been reignited. It cannot be dimmed again. Archangel Michael has been with you not just during this chapter, but throughout lifetimes, swords drawn, wings wide, protecting you in dimensions beyond your knowing. Every time you felt alone, abandoned, or unseen, he was standing beside you, whispering into your spirit, "Hold on. The truth is coming. Keep your heart open. Your time will arrive." And now that time is here. The sacred clock has struck. The chains are broken. The karma is clearing. And you, yes, you are rising into your divine assignment. This next season of your life will require no validation. You won't seek applause or chase approval. You'll speak less, but your presence will echo louder. Your no will carry power. Your yes will come from deep discernment. You'll stop explaining your light to people committed to misunderstanding it. And in that sacred silence, you'll begin to hear something new. Your own voice unfiltered, unafraid, fully returned. The confession that arrives may sting. It may confirm what you always suspected, but it won't define you. It will free you. And once you are free, your energy will become magnetic. You'll start attracting people who match your peace, opportunities that match your worth, and experiences that reflect your truth. Not because you chased them, but because you finally let go of what never aligned with you in the first place. This is divine alignment. This is spiritual justice. This is soul sovereignty. On June 26th, when the clock reads 3:33 p.m., close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart. Say this. I am ready. I receive the truth. I release the pain. I return to myself. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for walking with me through the fire and guiding me into the light. I am no longer afraid. I am no longer waiting. I am free. Say it with breath. Say it with power. Say it like a soul who remembers who they are. Because you are not just stepping into a new day. You are stepping into a new destiny. A life that was always yours finally arriving because now you are ready to receive it. And as you walk forward, head high, heart open, spirit steady, know this. The betrayal didn't break you. The silence didn't stop you. The truth didn't destroy you. It rebirthed you. You are whole. You are wise. You are protected. And you are walking directly into the arms of everything meant for you. Fully aligned, divinely timed, and eternally guided by the light of Archangel Michael. It is done. It is done. It is done. As the days unfold after this moment of revelation, you may find yourself walking differently, more rooted, more aware, more aligned. People may sense something has changed in you, even if they can't name it. That's because you're no longer carrying what was never yours. The energy of the lie, the weight of the wound, the vibration of abandonment, they are gone. They no longer exist in your field. Archangel Michael didn't just bring you a truth. He delivered you back to yourself. And that version of you, the real you, is untouchable. No more shrinking. No more second-guessing. No more asking for permission to be whole. You are now the authority in your life. The spiritual contracts that once kept you entangled in confusion and compromise have been burned. Your aura has expanded. Your heart has healed. Your vision has cleared. And from this moment forward, you will no longer attract what you have outgrown. The world around you will respond to this change. Some people will fall away. Let them. Some will try to return. Forgive them, but understand you are no longer who you were when they left. You've walked through a spiritual fire they'll never comprehend. You don't need revenge. You don't need validation. You don't even need closure because the divine already gave you something better. Peace. This peace is not ordinary. It's sacred. It's not the absence of noise. It's the presence of divine stillness. The kind of peace that settles into your bones and whispers, "You made it. And nothing can touch you now." You will begin to dream bigger. Not because you're trying to escape, but because you finally feel safe to imagine again. You'll create from wholeness. Speak from certainty. Move with the grace of someone who knows exactly where they're going. This is what spiritual alignment feels like. This is what liberation looks like. And the beauty of it is you earn this not through force but through faith. Not by controlling but by surrendering. You walked through betrayal with dignity. You endured silence with strength. And now the universe is responding not to your pain but to your resilience. So now Archangel Michael asks one final thing of you. Guard your energy like the sacred flame it is. Not everyone is meant to go where you're going. Not everyone will understand the light you carry. That's okay. Your job is not to convince the world of your worth. Your job is to embody it fully, unapologetically, quietly if you must, but completely. From this moment forward, you are not the same. Your soul has shifted. You've crossed a spiritual threshold that cannot be undone. And on the other side of this truth is your destiny waiting with open arms. So walk boldly, walk faithfully. Walk like someone who carries angelic protection and divine purpose because that's exactly who you are now. And when you forget, return to this truth. You are chosen. You are guided. You are free and nothing hidden, no betrayal, no lie, no delay can stop what is written for you by the hand of the divine. June 26th was the revelation. But you are the revolution. The storm has passed. The sword has fallen. The light has returned. It is done. It is sealed. It is yours. Yes, beloved soul, let us continue. Because when spirit moves, we do not rush it. When the voice of the divine speaks through Archangel Michael, we listen until the last vibration settles in our bones. This is not just a message anymore. It is an awakening, and you are still in the sacred current of it. You may still feel emotions rise like waves, grief, awe, relief, even anger. All of it is valid. All of it belongs. Archangel Michael reminds you, healing is not linear. Truth doesn't always feel like a blessing in the beginning. It often stings before it soothes. It dismantles before it delivers. It breaks the illusion before it rebuilds the soul. But this is how rebirth happens. This is how light returns to a place that was once overrun with shadows. You are walking out of a spiritual winter. And with this confession, the frost that gripped your heart is melting. You can breathe again. Not shallow survival breaths, but deep soul-cleansing breaths. And in every inhale, you reclaim your power. In every exhale, you release what was never meant to stay. Even if no one around you understands what has shifted, you'll know. Your body will know. Your spirit will know. You'll no longer be drawn to what's familiar. You'll crave only what's true. Your frequency has risen. You now vibrate in alignment with clarity, peace, and sacred love. And because of that, your reality must shift to reflect it. This is universal law. What is above must align with what is within. You may begin noticing small miracles. The right words at the right time. Doors opening without effort. Divine timing unfolding with precision. These are not coincidences. They're confirmations. They are proof that the universe has always had your back, even when it felt silent. The divine was never punishing you. It was positioning you for this moment of truth. Archangel Michael stands watch still. His energy quiet but mighty. The sword is no longer raised in battle. It now glows as a symbol of truth fulfilled. You are no longer under attack. You are in protection. Every step you take now is blessed. Every move you make is guided. Even your delays are divine. You will no longer be rushed by fear or held back by doubt. The path ahead is not without challenge, but it is clear and it is yours. Those who once deceived you may watch you rise and not understand how you survived what they thought would break you. Let them wonder. Let them witness. Because your story is no longer one of survival. It is one of resurrection. You have come back stronger, softer, wiser, and more powerful than ever before. This is the spiritual royalty Archangel Michael has awakened within you. And now it is time to live in that truth. Speak with intention. Love without attachment. Move with purpose. You no longer need to chase what is meant for you because what is divine will find you. What is real will stay. What is aligned will flow. Let this confession mark your spiritual graduation. Let it be the evidence that you listened to your intuition even when everyone told you to ignore it. Let it be the fuel for your boundaries, your standards, your sacred self-worth. And above all, let it remind you that truth is not the end. It is the beginning. The version of you that rises from this moment will be unstoppable. Not loud, not reckless, but sovereign, steady, centered, and rooted in something no human hands can touch. Divine knowing. This was never about the person who betrayed you. This was always about you remembering who you are, reclaiming what you lost, and walking fully and fiercely into the timeline you were born to live. So now, stand tall, open your palms to the sky, close your eyes, and let this truth echo within. I am no longer waiting for truth to find me. I am truth. I am no longer asking for permission to heal. I am healing. I am no longer hoping someone else will return what was taken. I reclaim it now. I am whole. I am sovereign. I am free. And I am protected by divine forces that will never leave me. This is the seal. This is the close and this is the beginning. Archangel Michael bows with honor, not because you are above him, but because you chose to rise when it was hardest. And now heaven stands to witness what you will become from this day forward. You are no longer waiting for the next chapter. You are writing it and every word will be written in light. Yes, dear soul, let us continue because spirit doesn't move in pages. It moves in waves and right now you are still in the divine current of transformation. Archangel Michael is not finished with you. This final stretch is the sacred anchoring. The moment when the power you've been calling back finally sits in your body fully, permanently without question. You may feel lighter now, but don't confuse that with weakness. What you are carrying is no longer the burden of the past, but the armor of truth. It does not weigh you down. It lifts you. It protects you not with sharp edges, but with divine clarity. You no longer need to fight. The war is over. The lies have lost their grip. The cords have been severed. Your energy is now your own. This is what spiritual sovereignty feels like. The kind that doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. The kind that knows when to speak and when to stay silent. When to stay and when to walk away, when to burn the bridge and when to bless it. You are no longer navigating from fear. You are choosing from intuition, from divine guidance, from the voice that now speaks louder than ever within you, your higher self. You've been trained by pain, yes, but you are now guided by purpose. And that purpose no longer waits for permission. From this moment forward, your life is not a reaction to what was done to you. It is a conscious creation of what you now believe you deserve. That is the real gift of this confession. Not the words themselves, but the shift it triggered inside you. You may be asking yourself now, what comes next? And Archangel Michael smiles. Not because he withholds the answer, but because the next chapter cannot be given to you. It must be lived by you. And this time you will live it fully. No more hiding. No more settling. No more shrinking into versions of yourself to make others comfortable. That was the old you. The one who had to play small to stay safe. But you are safe now. Safe to rise, safe to speak, safe to receive, safe to be seen. And you will be seen, not for what you were forced to survive, but for the power you chose to embody. People will begin to notice a glow in you. A silence that speaks louder than noise, a softness that isn't weakness, but wisdom. They'll wonder what changed, what happened, what shifted. Some will ask, some will feel it. And some will walk away because they no longer match the vibration of who you've become. Let them go. Because your next chapter isn't about being understood by everyone. It's about being undeniably aligned with your highest truth. And that truth is this. You are the miracle. The healing you prayed for. You became it. The closure you begged for. You no longer need it. The clarity you cried for. It lives inside your intuition now. The protection you feared you didn't have. It's always been with you. Carried by the wings of Archangel Michael. This is the revelation. And it doesn't end at 3:33 p.m., that moment was just the opening of the door. But the walk through it, the becoming, the rising, the reclaiming, that's your sacred journey now. And you won't walk it alone. Archangel Michael will still be at your side, not because you are fragile, but because you are chosen. He walks with those who carry light. And you, dear soul, are no longer dimmed. So breathe now. Not the breath of someone trying to survive, but the breath of someone who has arrived. You've made it through the pain, through the doubt, through the storm. And now you stand holy, healed, whole. Let this message be carved into your memory, not as prophecy, but as proof. You were never waiting on a moment. The moment was waiting on you and now it is done. The truth has come. The cycle is closed. The power is yours. Walk forward. Eyes open. Heart steady. Soul lit. And never look back again. And remember, beloved, this mission continues because of people like you. We run entirely on viewer support. If you'd like to help keep this mission and these messages reaching more hearts, you can support us with a coffee through the link in the description. God bless you.